Start. Dim.
Hello again, I'm back. This is BGFH, and welcome back to Illegally Cited. In the last video, we left off taking a look at Bookshare's Read2Go app, and I didn't quite get to cover all the features. I kind of just glazed over some of them here. So what we're going to do is pop back in there.
Read2Go.
And go to Read2Go.
Read2Go.
And we left off, we looked at the bookshelf, and bookshelf, essentially your library section there. And then we took a brief look at the search field, or the search tab, which is the second one on the bottom. And like I said, not only can you search for books, but you can also view the latest books, look at periodicals, and browse by topic. Now, settings, you notice that when we've been reading a book, the text has been large print, the black background, the colors of text and highlighting, all that I have changed just to be customized. When you start out, the print is very small, and it is a white background. I typically like dark backgrounds, even though I'm not really looking at it. I just like a darker background because it's less harsh on the eyes. So,
font size,
when I go into settings,
font size, 24 points.
So again, I can choose my font size. That's my first option.
Font size, visual.
Visual.
Audio.
Audio.
Sign out.
And I can sign out. So I'm going to go Visual. And under Visual, we have all kinds of different options. So I'll just kind of swipe my way through them, just like I would in any other list.
Color, blue.
Foreground color, so that's my primary text color.
Background color, black. Highlight color, yellow.
Okay.
Word highlight color, lime.
Okay.
Bookmark color, silver. Show images, switch button, off.
So not all books do have them, but if they do, you can choose to enable images if you want to look at them and see if any are available in a book.
Page slider, switch button, off.
Page slider, that's just so that will be on the screen so I can more quickly jump to a page rather than just using the table of contents, similar to how we've used the page slider before.
Show highlight.
Or any other slider, I should say.
Show highlight, switch button, on.
Show highlight, so that is, as it's reading, it'll show you the block of text that it's currently reading.
Highlight position, free.
This I haven't completely figured out, because I don't really visually read with it myself. I truly don't pay attention all that much to the highlight of text. That said, I've played with it a little bit, and I don't really recall what the differences are between the different highlight modes there. Just kind of have to play with those and see what you like, see what fits your preferences better.
Display by page, switch button, on.
So display by page, or I can have it just continuous. So right now I just left it at pages, it's fine for me.
Restore defaults.
And I can restore defaults, which I do not want to do.
Settings, back button.
Settings. We'll go back.
Settings.
And now we'll look at audio.
Audio settings. Read2Go audio. Switch button. On.
So Read2Go audio, that's what I was talking about, where I use the built-in voice that comes with the Read2Go app, where I can treat it more as a media player and just kick back and read. Or if I turn that off, I can use VoiceOver to do that, and I get the benefit of being able to use it with a Braille display then.
Voice. Heather US.
Heather US, okay, that's my voice, and then I have, I have
Heather US, Ryan US.
Heather or Ryan. I actually like Heather better.
Audio settings, back button.
They're starting to show up more in
settings.
Quite a few more different programs. I know you can get them really cheap for Android as well, and there's another couple other iOS apps that do support those voices.
Speed 140%.
So speed 140%. I will, before I end this video, if I can, pop back into a book and let you hear the built-in speech again just so you guys can hear it. I typically crank it way up to about 220%, which is actually quite fast.
Background playback. Switch button. On.
Background playback, if you do plan on locking the screen or popping out of the app to check something else while you're reading, I definitely recommend turning that on. Otherwise, the moment you lock your screen or the moment you leave the app, it'll quit reading.
Auto lock during playback. Switch button. Off.
I don't really enable that, the auto lock.
Autoplay. Switch button. Off.
And when I open the app, I don't want it to
toggle
autoplay because I usually want to do something specific, so I turn that off as well. And then we have
Restore defaults.
Restore defaults.
Settings. Back button.
So a lot of just basic settings, but pretty self-explanatory, pretty helpful.
Sign out. Audio.
So those are really the settings that you have.
Help.
If we go down to the bottom list of tabs again, I double tap on the Help tab. This just brings up a little kind of a help.
Welcome to Read2Go. This guide is a primer to get you quickly reading books with Read2Go.
Exactly. That's exactly what it does. It said it better than I could. So, yeah, it's just kind of a little getting started guide for using the Read2Go app. And like I said, keep in mind that you do have to have a Bookshare membership in order to use this particular app. But again, like I said, I think Bookshare is a steal. I absolutely love it. I've read so many books since becoming a Bookshare member. So I'm going to go back into my bookshelf. And I'm going to pop back into the Zombie Survival Guide, because why not? I'm going to go to Read. And I'll let you guys hear... I'll let you guys hear, because I didn't let you hear the voice very much in that little introduction warning copyright thing. So I'm just going to let it play for a minute or so here just to let you hear it.
Pause. Button. Play. Introduction. The dead walk among us. Zombies, ghouls, no matter what their label is, somnambulists are the greatest threat to humanity, other than humanity itself. To call them predators and us prey would be inaccurate. They are a plague, and the human race their host. The lucky victims are devoured, their bones scraped clean, their flesh consumed. Those not so fortunate join the ranks of their attackers, transformed into putrid, carnivorous monsters. Conventional warfare is useless against...
Rated E for everyone. Yeah, okay, kind of a crazy book to have demonstrated, but, you know, hey, like I said, you know, it is one of my favorite kind of zombie books that I've read. I've read a few of them, and this is kind of one of my favorite, just because of how they treat they treat it like this nonfiction manual. That's pretty entertaining. So, you know, that is really Read2Go. I mean, I can set bookmarks. I can, you know, download books right to the app. Searching for like the keeping up with the latest books that get added to the service. It's just a really, really good Bookshare is just a really good service, and the Read2Go app works very well. I have used the Android equivalent, which is Go Read, and that one, while it does work, I really do think that Read2Go on iOS does offer a much more polished interface and just a much more polished and usable experience. I tend to have a little bit of trouble getting the Go Read app to work very well. It does work better than it used to, but it's still kind of quirky in my opinion. But yeah, that is Read2Go, and it is available in the App Store. The app is actually $20, but when you do get it, you get all the upgrades for free, as you do pretty much all apps. So you figure $50, $70, or $50, and then $20. Not really that much, considering how much you would pay if you were buying per audiobook. So, highly recommended.
Extract.
Let me pop back here.
Extract.
So yes, that is Read2Go, available in the App Store now. If you are a Bookshare member and you want to be able to read on an iOS device, an iPad, an iPod Touch, or an iPhone, works beautifully on all of them, and check it out. And until next time, I will talk to you guys soon.